Hey, this is Kirk.
And this is Byrd. It's the Kirk and Byrd Show, and we are joined today we have on with us today Coach David Porter of Bethel High School. Thanks, Coach, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we got two guys from Bethel. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and just let them talk because Rusty's not going to let me say anything.
This is look, Bruin pride. All right.
Hey, I've been adopted. I'm not from here, but I've been adopted, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. We gonna show you that love, bro. I'm so glad. Now I tell you what is a little hard. I will say this, Coach, because the athletic director that just left, Lee Martin, that's my boy. We grew up in middle school, but before that, I played football with Deraki Kroom in youth football at the Eaton Eagles. And so we're going to actually have Deraki on the show. We were supposed to have him last week, but Deraki and I played together, and now he's the new AD at Bethel. And so if I can accept Patriot and I can get a Crabber to be the AD, oh, man, you got it easy, bro. You got it easy. Okay?
I love it. Both great guys.
Hey man, legit great guys and great athletes.
Absolutely.
And they get it. So look, Coach, thank you again for joining us. This is your first year in the program. We're going to first ask you a little bit.
First year as head coach.
First year, right, as the head coach, because you were an assistant coach previously. But tell us a little bit about this year's team.
So this year's team, first thing I did was I eliminated excuses. We have 6 seniors, but we have a bunch of underclassmen that took varsity snaps last year. So I told them you're experienced. Right. Regardless to classification, you have varsity playing experience. So if you look at it by class, we're young, but by experience, we're not. The group of seniors that we have, they're kids that have been in the program for a few years, and the big thing was getting them to learn the new Bruin way. Mm-hmm. Kind of getting them to fall in line. And my thing was doing the right thing inside the building first. Get you to do the right thing inside the building. I need the hat off in the building. I need your pants up in the building. I need to get class on time. I need to make sure you're handling your grades. Then that led to the process of the weight room piece. We need to figure out how to work out. The weight room is not Pee Wee's Playhouse. You don't laugh and joke and shove each other. And they built a lot of character through that, saw a lot of gains in the weight room. So now, leading into this year, we're going to be led by underclassmen. But again, of course, that's because we're 6 seniors. We have some very good underclassmen.
Right.
Very good.
So why don't you just give us an overall feel? We know, last year's team had a winning record, but just missed the playoffs. I think it was a smidgen because of power ratings, but you get 6 seniors, but tell us about your team. The strengths, are you a big team? Is it speed, combination? Let us know about the 2022 Bethel Bruins.
2022, we're going to have to be a combination of discipline and smart. We have some big guys. We're not super big all the way across the board. We have some fast guys. We're not super fast all the way across the board. We're going to have to play fundamentally sound football, take care of the ball, and just play good defense. We have guys returning. Victor Romaine, he took some snaps at running back and at defensive back. He's going to be a guy for us. Cameron Waters, he played defensive back, played receiver, took snaps last year. He's going to be a guy for us. Mason Perham, he's a senior defensive end. He has about 6 offers right now, Division II, Division III. A lot of that stuff is upside. He's 6'5", he's 215, and he's grown 6 inches over the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We got Javion Tippins. He played last year defensive tackle. He's been unblockable during camp. So we have some, like I said, we have some guys. Got a basketball kid, Andrea White, 6'4", 245. Never played football before.
Wow.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah, Bethel's had some decent basketball players play football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Back in my day,
we had a few.
Rodney Burley, Daryl Weaver. Yeah, they worked out great. Yep.
Yeah.
Did Theodore Johnson play?
No, but I wish he did. Oh, I wish he did. Coach, let me ask you this: What since you're new, what and we don't don't have to give us too much, but what type of offense or defense do you think you plan to be running this year?
Offensively, we plan on being multiple. We got to be able to have a balance of running the ball and throwing the ball. I've always been a wide receiver guy, passing game coordinator. So I strongly believe points come out the passing game. But I also know in the Peninsula District, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball, and you got to be able to throw the ball in the playoffs. Defensively, we're going to be a 4-2-5. And we gotta be able to stop the run without sending guys. I tell my defense coordinator every day, we gotta be able to stop the run without blitzing. If we have to blitz to stop the run, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, because I know how this district works, been around a long time. So,
well, the thing I say about, and I was talking to somebody about it last year. To me, right now, and you're right about the running part, especially because I'm fighting to get y'all a turf field, man. Y'all still on grass, but the PD is like the Big Ten. Whereas the other side of the water is more like, SEC
Speed.
or the Big 12, and so that's still a good asset. You got to be able to run the ball. Now, let me say this, Coach. My son has been in a couple of programs, and you're right. Everybody's throwing that ball out and you're throwing it, but I don't know what your quarterback or your receiver situation is like. But one of the things I've known is some coaches, they're so wet to we got to throw the ball, but if it's not there, they don't know how to run. If you run, are you going to still run out of the same set? So you got different formations?
Right. So when I say we got to be able to throw the ball, I mean, if we're going to run the ball, you got to be able to play action. You have to. You got to be able to play action. You got to be able to come up with some things off of the run. If not, you're going to have guys sitting 8-9 guys in the box, and that's tough to block.
Yeah.
So when I say throw the ball, we're going to be able to get the ball to guys in space. And I hate saying this because it's going to sound bad, but tackling in high school football is kind of at an all-time low.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
College also.
So to get the ball to a guy who can move or have some wiggle in space, I'm going to take my chance 3 out of 4 times of him making somebody miss.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to do offensively. So I'm not talking about lining up the old Houston Oilers run and shoot. Not doing that. I don't have the receivers or the quarterback for that.
Right.
Okay.
But being able to run the ball downhill, take a shot here and there, get the ball to guys in space, let them be athletes. That's what we're going to do.
How you looking?
Go ahead, Rusty.
How are you looking at the tight end position? I mean, is that basketball player looking to be a tight end? Do you have that Gronkowski that can maybe line up and block, but then you can spread them out a little bit? Somebody like your size.
We have 2 guys that's serviceable. They're going to be good high school tight ends. With Mason Perrin being one. We have another kid, Cam Leofow. He's going to be able to do it. He's a stronger, stocky body kid who'll be able to block. So we have the tight end, and that's a underused commodity in high school football. College also.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you about special teams because a high school team with a good kicker and a good punter is big. So how are you doing there, Coach?
So we have a kid, Harrison Albia. He is going to shock some people. Today, we were working on extra point field goal. We try to work at least 2 special teams a day. And he has a leg. I feel confident if I can get the ball across the 40, we can get some points.
Oh, wow.
That's
huge.
He's a soccer kid.
Yeah.
Soccer kid, 4.0 plus GPA kid.
Is his dad named Victor?
Yep.
Oh, that's my man.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. His dad. Now we're in the Omega League together back in the day. Okay.
Is he your punter?
He's
okay.
a punt. He's learning to punt.
All right.
Kicking off and field goals, he hasn't. Okay. He's learning to punt.
Good. What do you think about? We were looking your schedule. You're in. The PD is starting to come back a little bit. It's like everybody talked about what happened to the PD, and now all of a sudden, what was it? Bethel that missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
This year, you're looking at all 4 Hampton teams having a great shot at making the playoffs. You got Woodside, and then. So, what are your thoughts on your schedule, Coach?
Schedule. Every game is going to be huge. Every game. We don't have a down night. Playing out of conference game is Namden River. Namden River always has a solid program.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We go to Ward. Man, Ward got some guys. They have some guys. Gloucester's always sneaky.
Yeah.
Always sneaky. We go to, I want to say Phoebus after that. Do I need to say anything else?
No, man.
The next game we turn around, we have Denby. We go from Denby, we have Hampton. I think Woodrow's going to do an excellent job. Legend.
Yeah.
He's going to do a good job there. We go from them to Kickerton. Jeff's doing a great job over there. We got Mitchville, Rodney. I coached with Rodney at Heritage. He's done wonders at Mitchville.
Yeah.
Think about it. They were 2 games from state championship last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn around, you got Heritage. I was there. That's home. I have some feelings there. And they're Coach Willis getting that turned around. And our schedule's tough. Every night we got to show up.
Yeah.
You do
no doubt.
much have a good, tough, even it's all spread out. Right. We just talked to Kickerton, and theirs is they got a little bit of a ramp up, but they're scrimmaging Kempsville, I believe, on Thursday. Have you scrimmaged yet, Coach?
No, we have. We scrimmage this Thursday. We have Grafton.
Who's Grafton? Okay.
Yep. We have Deep Creek next Thursday.
All right. Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Coach, did you do any type of green and gold inter squad scrimmage?
We did not. And the reason for it, I don't want to put guys at risk right now.
Okay.
Like if I'm a loser guy, let me lose him August 26th, not August 9th.
Right.
So we've done some controls, quick whistles, 20 play, 30 play, situational ball, first and goal, second and long, third and short. We've done those type of things. Competition wise, we'll start practice off, 4th and goal from the 3. Gotta get a stop defense. We did that yesterday, and the kid gets a penalty because he wants to celebrate. So now we got another play, and now we scored. And now you lost.
Yep.
They were running back, coach, running back. No, game's over. Off the field, sideline. So we've been doing those kind of things.
Okay. Coach, Bethel, I say we because I'm a Bruin, but we haven't made the playoffs in a number of years. And with this being your first year, Coach, I don't know what the expectations are. I tend to want to be realistic, but tell me what are Coach Porter's? What would you consider a successful season?
A successful season for us is, if I showed you my calendar, we have practices scripted all the way out through December 10th with the state championship game.
There we go.
I'm never gonna walk in the door and say, we can go 5-5 or we can go 7-3. Everybody's goal state championship game. December 10th is what my calendar is scripted out.
There we go.
Every practice scripted out. We already talked.
I love that, Coach. I love that.
We already got what hotel we were talking about blocking all rooms for. When the kids checked into Camp Bruin, they got size for state championship ring. It's a mentality thing that we're trying to build.
All right.
I also know guarantees to get you fired.
Yeah. But man, with that attitude, bro, you're already headed in the right direction. Coach, let me ask you this: how is it? What are your numbers like? Because what I've seen with high school football is I've seen some programs that have 90, 80, 90, 100. And then you got some programs like Manassas Park, unfortunately, they just yesterday decided to not field a team because they only had like 11 players at the one practice and 17 was the most at another. And they won't even be fielded. Like last year, they only fielded a JV team. And so you have that disparity. But unfortunately, what some of that comes from, and I've seen it, is because of recruiting and transfers. I feel like if we just play base, everybody stayed at their base school, Bethel will be right there. How are you guys looking?
We have about 80. I want to say 80. We have about 84 kids total program.
Oh, that's good. That's
now we're saying that's good, but again, lofty goals. I'm a dreamer. When I interviewed, I told them my goal by 2024 is to have 150 kids total program. When I was here before, we would have 150 kids show up to trials, and we couldn't equip or uniform all of them.
Wow. Okay.
I showed our staff some scrimmages from. We did a green and gold scrimmage.
Right.
And the sideline is covering kids.
Right.
So football is I don't want to say it's a dying sport, but I think kids they have other interests.
Right.
Yeah.
I told our staff was talking about. I said, "When's the last time you woke up Christmas morning and saw a kid outside throwing the football with his friend? You don't see it.
Oh yeah.
They're in the house playing video games."
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that because a lot of people our age will look at old clips from Peninsula District games and 3, 4, 5 deep standing on the fence. Sell out, and it's like, why isn't it that way anymore? It's because there's stuff to do. There's computer games and phones and all that stuff. But
I can remember trying to, I was coaching at Denby when I first moved up here back in 2001. I can remember trying to rush to the school to Hampton or Phoebus to buy tickets for the Hampton Phoebus game. An extra set of bleachers in.
Right.
I can remember that.
Yep.
Coach, I was a part of, you've heard about the great Hampton Bethel games back in the day. I was a part of that. And in my senior year, we were playing Hampton for the district championship, and you literally had to buy your tickets by Tuesday, and you could buy them at the bank. You could buy them, all these different places because it was that big of a deal, and it really was standing room only. I mean, I was blessed to play in that game 4 times, and man, that's you try to tell that to kids, but I will say this, Coach, I firmly believe once you get it rolling, you'll see the people come back. You'll see the fans. You'll have. I really believe that the kids they may not know it yet, but when that thing is rolling, you'll see it. You'll see, because you're not going to just have the kids, but you'll have those alum, and just the city of Hampton will embrace anybody coming out of there to represent.
And that's something that I've seen. The community has been outstanding. Like I said, tonight the parents showed up, did the taco bar. The parents are asking, "Hey, do you need anything after the games?" Administration, amazing. They've given me everything to be successful.
Right.
Again, my friends, community, we've raised about $18,000. We have $18,000 in our football account. Mm-hmm. Different things for the kids. So it's been amazing. The support is there, and I think the whole entire city of Hampton, whether they're Phoebus graduates, Hampton graduates, Kickintown graduates, they want to see every school be competitive. They want to get back to Friday night. Well, every Hampton school play each other on Saturdays now. They want those Saturday games to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Real quick, Coach, tell us about your staff. Who's on your staff? So maybe some people we know.
So staff-wise, I don't know if you're going to know many of them. Lawrence Burton is my defensive coordinator.
Okay.
He was here with Coach Nelson and myself back 08 through 11. He left the 11th season. I have Linwood Martin. He's my offensive line coach. We coach together at Heritage. Really good guy. Really, really, really good guy. I have Miguel Inco, who Incomedia.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the brother of Creighton.
Creighton.
I retained him.
I played with him. Yep.
Okay. I retained him. He does an amazing job with the offensive line. I have Rashad Banks. He was the offensive coordinator at Warwick last year. He's here coaching the defensive backs for me. I have Sean Walker, who's my JV head coach. He's real big youth ball guy around here.
Okay.
Big. That's key. That's key, coach.
That was always I always said if I ever got a head job, I wanted to go get the big name or popular youth league coach because the people.
Yep.
And that's worked out for us so far.
That's been big up here. That's been really big up here in Northern Virginia.
Well,
yeah.
So, Coach.
I
was just going to ask you about Regan. Go ahead.
There's one guy off. I cannot leave him off. Elliot McGowan, former retired military. He coaches my running backs, and he's kind of like director of football operations. He got his hands in everything, and he coaches volleyball here. He does girls basketball here. He's like a utility guy, Swiss Army knife, you call it.
All right.
Coach, let me ask, do you coach any positions, or are you a coordinator?
I am the offensive coordinator, and I work with the quarterbacks and wide receivers. I have a guy hired who played for me at Heritage, Tim Payne. He played at William & Mary.
Yeah.
He's working with the receivers. I'm getting him into coaching. He's working with the receivers, and I kind of oversee it.
Okay. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. You have anything else, Kirk?
No, well, I just wanted to ask that, I could tell by the culture. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on you, but this is looking like a playoff team because you were basically in the playoffs last year and you're improved. I mean, why don't you just give us a blurb, because we know it's been a long day, but on 5 down there, because I believe you're in the region that Green Runner's in. Is that correct, Coach?
No, I'm in the other region. So
I have Maury.
I have Maury.
Same as Kicker. He said Maury. Yeah.
He said, yeah, that's right. So you got Maury. Yeah.
Maury, Kickerton, Woodside, Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think Granby's in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leaving somebody else. No, I'm leaving somebody off. I don't remember who it is. But yeah, it's a good region.
Right.
I mean, Maury.
It's one of the best.
Right. Yeah.
If not the best.
Diary does an amazing job over there. He walked in year 1 and was, I think, 4-6. And then after that, they played the regional finals. So football is shaped funny. They can bounce either way depending on, what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, well, Coach. I'm just looking so forward to this season. Mickey. I think I got something from him. I reached out and I think I donated some money back. Maybe I might have been back in the spring, and I'm gonna do some more. Anything I can to help the program. I'm real excited for you, Coach. Real quick, I know we're gonna have you back for a profile, but can you just tell us a little bit about where you grew up, like 5 minutes, where you grew up. Okay. I mean, some of your playing experience, because you a baller. You played at Fayetteville, right?
Okay, so you Fayetteville State Broncos. So I grew up in a small town, Dunn, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Dunn is located between Fayetteville and Raleigh. We're like the midpoint.
Okay.
I went to Triton High School, located in Irwin, played. I had a teammate who's the defensive coordinator at the University of South Carolina, Clayton White, grew up together, good friend of mine. We played together, rec ball, high school ball. From there, I went to Fayetteville State University, played for Jim Toon and Kenneth Phillips, who came from NC State. From there in 2001, I graduated and I came up here. I was a single dad, had my son, got custody of him early. He ended up going to Howard University and playing football, just graduated. Now he's at Virginia, getting his master's.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff, bro. Definitely. So thank you, man. I appreciate you giving us a little bit of that background. Again, we're looking forward to have you come back on and profile you a little bit more. But I thank you for taking this time after a very busy day. I got nothing but love for you in the program. I'm gonna try to definitely make a couple of games. The hard part for me is my son is a senior in his senior year for high school football. So, but I'll still try to get there, especially if I can get a Saturday game. And if there's anything you need from us, reach back out. One of the things I will mention is we're interviewing several coaches. We made, about 12, 15 coaches, but we're having a little contest. Okay. We're trying to see what coach can get the most views. Okay. Well, on YouTube. So if you know anything about a little social media, and I've seen you out there, so if you can help tweet it, Facebook, whatever, let's see what coach is going to get the most views there.
I'm here to win.
Coach, this is our 91st episode. So for Bethel Bruins, there are probably 5 to 8 Bethel Bruin related interviews. And we got some more coming too, by the way. Like Daraki Krim's going to come on, and we've got he's not Bethel. He's the Bethel athletic director.
Athletic director, yeah.
Right, but we've got a bunch of Bethel Bruins.
Rodney Howard and Carl Barker's two.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to win. I'm that competitive. I'm going to win.
Because I went to Phoebus and Rusty went to Bethel, they're about neck and neck usually. So we're going to get somebody from Phoebus on here, and we'll see how it goes. But they can check us out. We're on Twitter at the Kirk and Byrd. They just need to look us up. We're the Kirk and Byrd Show on YouTube. Please hit subscribe. It helps us a whole lot. Definitely, we will. I know I'm going to be down there September 2nd for the ODU game, and I'm going to be there. It's November 4th or 5th for Phoebus Oscar Smith. So also probably right down there with Rusty to try to see a Bethel Bruins game. But we really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
We like the way you're talking about the program, and we are always rooting for Hampton teams to do well.
Really appreciate it.
All right, so this has been the Kirk and Byrd Show with Coach David Porter of the Bethel Bruins. Thank you, Coach. Take care, and God bless.
Thank you.
All right, we're out.